2K Sports pregame show.
That's right, it's here, the official start of the new NBA season. I'm Ernie Johnson, excited to be here once again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith for another go-round. Our game tonight featuring the New York Knicks as they go up against the Milwaukee Bucks. Well, for Milwaukee, they put in a whole lot of hard work and preparation in the offseason. We saw them already in the preseason, and now all those adjustments get put to the test for a game that's going to count, and they're hoping to start out 1-0. And here we are, opening night of the new NBA season. Every club at this point can be optimistic. Some teams just looking to make the playoffs, others with much higher aspirations, Kenny.
Yeah, well, some people would say that you can start with a clean slate. But then certain people are saying we're building off of last year. So this is a continuation. But whatever happened last year to some of those teams who didn't reach their goals, they just can wash it out and start. But there are certain teams saying, yes, we are who we were last year, and watch who we are this year.
You want to come out the gate strong. Ernie, I think we're in for an exciting year. And it was a pleasure seeing you in San Tropez on our vacation.
Yes.
That's a nice aqua machine you got.
It was very surprising to see you there, big fella, too.
I was not
memorable.
invited.
How'd you like my bathing suit, Ernie?
Well, let's get it to Kevin Harlan.
And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Doris Burke will be reporting from the sidelines. You can feel the energy here in the BMO Harris Bradley Center. The Bucks looking to please their fans in this Eastern Conference match. And this matchup with the Knicks, hard to believe, just the first game of the NBA's 82-game regular season.
And they were unbeaten against this club last season. Not surprising considering where they both finished in the standings.
Yeah, it's really plain as pound cake. They're the better team. I mean, they'll look to prove it again here tonight.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And New York, looking at who they've got. Porzingis is out there with Anthony. Then there's Aflalo. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's Galloway in at the 1. And Middleton kicks to O'Brien. Middleton outside. Here's Monroe. And that one, no good to start him off on the night.
And right before Carmelo went down with the injury last season, it seemed like he had added the fadeaway to his game, molded a little bit after Dirk Nowitzki.
Here's Porzingis. There's the pick. 6 to shoot. Anthony. Rebound by Monroe. Milwaukee with the ball. Carter Williams with it. Shoots from the high post. That one off the back iron and out. Carmelo's reasoning was that he had been burned enough by Dirk's fadeaway, he had to adapt.
That's a great fadeaway to borrow from for sure. I mean, Melo already has a mid-range game, terrific mid-range game, and this shot makes that even deadlier.
It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
And a fast break now for the Knicks. Here's Lopez, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That one on Monroe.
And Robin Lopez, last season, he missed about 6 weeks with that broken hand, but freak injuries aside, he's been pretty durable over the course of his career. Had played in all 82 games the previous 2 seasons.
And Robin Lopez signing a new contract this offseason. He had been significantly underpaid for his production over the last 2 seasons.
And Kevin, you knew he was due for a raise. 7-footers who impact the game at both ends the way he does are really valuable.
Both free throws good from Lopez. The Milwaukee Bucks ended last season 41 up and 41 down, a perfect 500 mark, and they were the epitome, Clark, of average at the end of the season. And as you can see, even during it.
Well, they're a young team, but at one point, 17-17. Also had an 11-11 record against the East and 6-6 against the West. Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden one.
Now here's Carter Williams, and that one's good.
And the Bucks were average last season. I mean, they were 17-17, also 7-7 at home, 10-10 on the road, 5-5 in the games leading up to that. So in every measurable way, they were 500.
So it's the Knicks now, following the bucket by the Bucks. It's stolen by Carter Williams for the finish. The coast-to-coast dunk.
Almost intimidating defense there. They didn't even try to get back on defense.
Well, I don't think it would have mattered even if they did try to get back, Greg. I mean, there was no way anybody was going to beat him to the bucket there. You know, just thinking back to that Milwaukee factoid again, I mean, the odds that we'll ever see something like that happen again are minuscule. I mean, that team was just destined to end up 41-41.
Bucks trail by 4. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Antetokounmpo against Afflalo. Bryant the pass to Carter Williams. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in. So it's the Knicks now. The pass to Porzingis. Here's Galloway. Carter Williams covering. Here's Anthony. Pass to Lopez. And Afflalo kicks to Anthony. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Anthony's got 8.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Carter Williams, the pass to O'Bryant. Back to Carter Williams. Shoots the 3. Here's Monroe. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
You know, he didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest, but he decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
Now here's Afflalo. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Anthony drives in. The shot is off. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Here's Carter Williams. 6 points for him. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Monroe. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And Afflalo wide open. He shoots. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Carmelo Anthony, the 3rd pick overall in the 2003 NBA draft, was in some pretty good company at the top of that one, as I recall.
No, I mean, you had LeBron going 1, and of course, Darko Milicic was number 2 on that list. But how about D-Wade at 4? A little bit of a surprise, Chris Bosh. You know, all those guys, with the exception of Melo, have rings.
Mm-hmm. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
And back to Melo's top 5 draft mates in 2003, all having rings. You can't choose the team you play for as a rookie. Melo simply hasn't been surrounded by that much talent. That's why it was somewhat surprising that he re-signed with the rebuilding Knicks team last season.
And the Bucks making a change here. Henson's checked in. Williams, he's checked in for the Knicks. Calderon comes in for Langston Galloway. Here's Carter Williams. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Kev, Derek Fisher and I got a chance to talk for a bit. We discussed their game plan defensively, and he mentioned that controlling Greg Monroe will be crucial. He said Monroe is a guy who can score inside, rebounds well, and his passing really sets him apart. Their offense runs best when it goes through his hands, so pressuring him and staying vigilant is essential for us. Guys, can they slow him down?
And thank you for that, Doris.
Hey guys, talking about Melo, I mean, he's faced some difficult injuries here of late. That puts all the more pressure on him to win a ring as soon as possible. No way does he want to retire without that chance.
Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Calderon with it. Now defended by Carter Williams. Anthony drives in. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Calderon against Carter Williams. Misses the 3. The Knicks leading by 5. Here's a Flalo. This one for 3. Kept alive by New York. Bucks have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And guys, the Greek Freak really improved his numbers across the board last season. Giannis was up in every measurable category except three-point percentage.
He's really improved his shooting, though, overall. The 3 ball still eludes him a little bit here and there. But what I like, Kevin, is his aggressiveness. That's what's making the difference in his game right now.
You know, going back to Giannis, he has the physical makeup and skill set to be a triple-double guy. I mean, there's no reason that he shouldn't be able to fulfill his potential, except consistency. That's the area he's got to tighten up.
Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for New York.
And talking about Giannis, he was clearly one of the very best players in that 2013 draft. Selected number 15 overall by the Bucks. And if you looking back, to me, that's what we'd have to call a steal with the kind of player he's developed into.
Bucks trail by 6. Now here's Carter Williams. He has 6. Middleton outside. Pulls it from 20. That's good. Middleton's got his first 2 points. Here is Calderon. Aflalo outside. He feeds it to Anthony. Beyond the arc. The Knicks rebound. Calderon dishes to Williams. Calderon kicks to Williams. Here's Seraphin. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They have to like what we're seeing from Carmelo Anthony.
And he's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.